And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here with another episode of Sky Factory 2.5. And last episode, at the very end, what we saw ourselves get was the Angel Wings. This creative flight that we've got now is all thanks to that. But what we did last episode was really far with magical crops. Now I'm just going to show you a little bit that I looked further into so we could get the final infusion stone. That way, when we go further, we won't have to take durability on them. So this recipe here is going to get us the recipe, the infusion stone for Zavicio. But what we're going to do after that is show how we get instantly straight up to the master infusion stone. Because the little trick with this one is you can't actually use the, I think it was, yeah, you can't use any durability on this next stone if you want to get the master one. So we're not, as it says there, Zavicio you can get with it, but we're not going to use it straight away, because what I want is to get the master one, and that will help us so much more. So if we have a look for this, I'll take those out of there. What this does, Imperiota Zavicio, but if we use the unstable ingot but also epic bacon, sounds weird, yeah, I think it's particularly for this mod pack, but that's what we use. I got it all together before, so we've got 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then surround it, and then in the middle, there we go. Master Infusion Stone does everything that all of them do, but it takes no durability damage. So the advantage of that is we can do all of this with just 1 infusion stone. But as I promised last episode, I'm going to go and kill a dragon. So what we need for that is, just to be sure, we'll get some apples, got our torches, got our weapons. The armour that we're using at the moment is the Imperio, which should be fine. And this is what I got out of one of the, either the lucky block things or the chance cubes, whatever they're called. And it holds your food inside it, so you can put a lot of food in and it'll hold it for you. Here we go. Where did I put it all down? I made a little platform for our portals that I was going to make. Here it is. Chiseled obsidian. Looks a bit nicer. After we kill the dragon, we're going to go into that because I need some things from there. Portal to the deep dark, we're going to sort that out. But this here is the end cake. As I showed a brief look in the end of the last video, this is what this does. You need to get Eyes of Ender, a cake and a golden apple, but it starts really like it was just cut apart, and then you use Eyes of Ender to get it back. So let's have a look. Everything ready. We're only going to get 1 chance of this, let's do it. What do we think? So, not falling, that's a positive. So, before we see the dragon, let's start taking these out. This is why I wanted a crossbow. You can see that. Ooh, he's found us. Oh, very much found us. What I'm going to do is eat the golden apple. Right, what I'm going to do is sort out my lag issue and come back to you in just a second, people. Okay. Hi people, sorry about that. We've got a little bit of a technical issue with this one. Don't know why the dragon failed, but all we got from that was kill, a lot of experience, and a few bits like that. So it's going to take another cut and get back to what we were doing. I think this video has a few technical issues. I'm very sorry about that. Hello people, sorry about that. What I've noticed is during this video Fraps decided to not record half of what I was doing. So everything that I've done here, I'm going to show you how I crafted them, because I think that was the bit it's missed out. So we're going to have to go into it and find out why. There we go. For some reason my keys aren't really working, but we can sort that out here. Here we go. Now what, I don't know, see, the first bit we were going to do is create that, yep. To make those we had to do a lot of that, printed circuits. We did it with each of them, things like that, and then we did the circuit squat inside it, like that. Then after that I needed to create these cards, which was easy enough to create this one, which helps the export bus. And the way we made that, if I can find where it's gone, is, oh well. Here we go, the export bus. Now what we needed was a piston and things like that, and then for the import one was the annihilation core and things like that. So all we did there was, after creating the ender chest, which is a simple enough recipe, just like that, we made two of them. We linked one up to the ME system, which is slowly filling up with all our materials, and then we put the other one right here just to take in all these materials. And what I mentioned was we're going to go into a thing called big reactors, just to get our power really well, even though we're not really touching on how much power we've got. For what we are going to be doing, we're going to need a lot of power. And what I'm going to spend the next while doing is sorting out these, having it set to export, and then go into the ME system, so we don't need that chamber. So here we go, because if we see, we have barely touched on these, so I'm going to get quite a few more of them, fill up that one, fill up this one. Okay, so I'll see you in a second. I'm going to have a little bit of a shortcut, and then I'm going to come back to you. Alright, see you soon people. Hello and welcome back people. What we did here was do a lot of crafting. We set all of this lot off underneath to start taking out. So this is going to take its time because there is a lot of materials in there. So just going to leave that to go. We can monitor it if we really wanted to with all this, but that's just going to take absolute days. Built some more of these, so what we're going to do now, because we crafted quite a lot of these ones finally, it took a lot and a lot of them, but what we use them for is this, because we made a lot of that. So here we go. So this way we can fill up these 64k straight away. I think we've still got a few more left. Don't want to use too many of them because we need the 64k processors for some more things. So how many more do we need? Just 4? That should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. The only reason I want these full is because you can see the blinking lights, to be honest. Right, so if you can see in my inventory, I started making some more bits because we need automation, to be honest. We need a lot more automation. Now what these are is for auto crafting. I think I'm missing one bit. Yeah, that's what I need. A matter condenser, I believe that's all it is. So we should have enough items left over. So where is it? There. Okay. Now if I'm correct with this, what this should do is if I put you there, and is it you there? Nope. can't remember which is the starting point. Because it's just for auto crafting, to be honest. Input output port. We're using an interface, so it shouldn't really need that. Do we need energy acceptors for them? Bear with me, and welcome back, people. Sorry, I messed something up here. What we needed to do was that, and then if I use my interface on top of it, that way we can add a few more patterns into it. But with that, I need to do either, so I can monitor what's being crafted, and then we need our, there we go, that seems to be working. So also we can put the cards in that we made a little bit earlier. So let's ooh, don't tell me that's drained all our power. Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. There's no way that could have drained all the power already. Tell you what, I'm going to make something that I think will probably help us. A bit of this, and to make skystone we need to put barrel, skystone dust and lava bucket, so we should have some of that in here somewhere. Okay, here we go. And then some iron for a bucket. We just need 4 of it, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do a lot of this later, but it's just for the moment, because I think that's what the problem was. We needed to connect you up here as a network. That should have fixed it. Let's have a look. No, not you. Why does it keep pressing you? Yeah, that seemed to have fixed it. Yeah, we just didn't have enough channels for it open. That was all. Right. And then we put you there and you there. We can put some more of these on. And there we go, we've got a pattern terminal now, as well as a normal terminal to see everything that's inside. Now what this does is, if we get some patterns, if I can spell it correctly, where are you? Blank patterns, here we go. 15, and they'll do perfectly for now. We put them in there. Now say if I wanted to automate just setting something up, let's see, what's a really good thing to automate making for the moment? Probably for applied energistics itself would work. So if we wanted to automate making that, if we actually had some, no. Let's do something else then. How about you? Yeah, if we wanted to automate making that, all we'd have to do is in here, do that, encode it, and there we go. Now, if you just place that in there, what that's going to do now is, if I clear that, if I just type in drive, here we go. As you can see, it's come up with craft, and now if I want so many of them I can do it. So if I just want 1 for the moment, that's tell us exactly what we need. So what we need to do then, you can leave it in the system or set it up just to make it automatically. What I'm going to do is try and keep things just completely automated. That way it saves us a lot of time, a lot of effort, bits like that. So let's try that again. So if I click next, what it's going to do is use what we've got available, what it needs to craft, and you click start, crafting status. Oh, already done. So let's have a look, and there we go, automated crafting. So what I'm going to do is streamline this a little bit, get it a bit more working, things like that, and I'll be back just in a minute. See you soon, people. Okay, what we did was make some more of these. So what we're going to do off screen is set things up to, on here I can't exactly show you perfectly here, but we can set it as processing pattern. Now in a machine, say if you wanted to cook something, all you have to do is put it there, put what it's going to come out, and then you can put the pattern in there. Say if you're going to use this, you just put it in there and it'll automate it. So say if we're going to do this, because it's, I kind of killed the power which I'm not happy with. Okay, there we go. What that's going to do now is if we need it, I can put it in there and it'll just cook it through. So we're going to do that with a lot more things, automate it and keep it running. I'm sorry about if this is a bit of a short episode and a bit jumbled up. I had a few problems with fraps, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to solve my power issue. So when you come back next time, we're going to have the power issue sorted. I think we're going to go straight for big reactors. So see you soon, people. Thank you very much.